Hi, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that many leaders struggle with, receiving. Let me start with Anna's story. Anna was a high-achieving leader who prided herself on handling everything herself. She thought asking for help would make her look weak. And like many high performers, she had internalized this belief that her value came from the ability to take on more, to push through, and figure it all out on her own. But over time, the weight of doing it all really began to wear her down. When Anna came to me, I asked her this: what would happen if you let someone support you? At first, the idea made her really uncomfortable. She was so used to giving, to help her team, to support her family, and being the one that others relied on. The idea of receiving felt foreign. I mean, even selfish, but she decided to try. She started small, delegating a task to her team and asking a colleague for feedback on a presentation. Once she realized, it was profound, that allowing others to help her, it didn't diminish her, it actually strengthened her. It gave her the space to focus on what mattered most, and it empowered her team, and they were allowed to step up and shine. So, why is receiving so hard for leaders? Many of us were raised to believe that strength equals independence, that asking for help is a sign of incompetence or lack of capability. But the truth is, receiving isn't a weakness, it's actually an act of leadership. When you allow yourself to receive, you do three powerful things. You build trust. When you receive help, you show others that you trust them to step up. This deepens relationships and it fosters collaboration. You empower others. By delegating, you give your team a chance to grow and to develop skills and to take ownership. And third, you create balance. Burnout happens when you overfunction in areas that don't serve you. Receiving allows you to focus on your zone of genius, where your impact is greatest. Now, there's a link between receiving and self-worth. One of the biggest blocks to receiving is feeling unworthy of support. In the book I wrote, Savvy Woman, I talk about how our culture glorifies self-sacrifice, especially for women. We're taught that giving is noble, but receiving, yeah, that can feel selfish or indulgent or even unnecessary. But here's the truth: you are inherently worthy of receiving support, rest, and abundance. So, what can you do to start embracing the gift of receiving today? Well, first, identify where you need support. Maybe it's delegating a task at work, asking for mentorship, or even allowing yourself a moment to rest without guilt. Start small. If receiving feels uncomfortable, ease into it. Accept a compliment without deflecting. Say yes when someone offers to help, and notice how it feels. One of the things I think is important is that when you're practicing this new skill, because it's a skill and I know you can learn it, is to remind yourself this is unfamiliar, not dangerous. Reframe your mindset. Instead of seeing receiving as a burden, see it as a gift to yourself and to others. When you allow others to contribute, you create space for their growth too. Remember, leadership isn't about carrying the world alone. It's about knowing when to give and receive. When you embrace the gift of receiving, you become stronger, more balanced, and more effective. And you inspire others to do the same. So let me ask you, where in your life or work could you use support? Take a deep breath, lean in, and let yourself receive.